Welcome to my Math 043 course shell. Math 043 is a co-requisite course paired with Math 143 for students who need a little more help with the base skills required to be successful in Math 143. My name is Karen Fussell, and I will be showing you around. Let's begin with the Getting Started section. To help students acclimate at the beginning of the semester, I have included a Powtoon video that walks them through the process of taking the course entry quiz, my course syllabus survey, and provides them with some tips and thoughts for the upcoming semester. I find videos such as this much more user or student friendly than a long wordy checklist explaining how to get started. In lessons, I have a similar video in each of the unit folders that provide an overview of what they will find in the weekly folders. Since Math 043 is designed for students that may struggle in curriculum courses, one of the main goals was to design a shell that would be easy to navigate so that students could find the materials and resources they need with the fewest number of mouse clicks possible. In general, if it takes more than 3 clicks to locate an item, students become frustrated. Therefore, in my course, I have tried to make all lessons and assignments viewable in 3 clicks or less. Within the unit folders, I have set the weekly folders to release so that the current week appears at the top of the screen instead of being added to the bottom of a list. This keeps students from having to scroll too far to locate the resources they need. Within each weekly folder is a basic activities and assignments list with due dates that students can use as a checklist. For the course lessons, I use soft chalk for several reasons. One of the biggest reasons is that they are easily viewable on mobile devices. With all the various devices and platforms that students use, finding a format that is easily viewable on all is difficult. So far, soft chalk has caused the fewest issues for student use. Also, within the lessons, I can add a variety of activities such as matching, flashcards, labeling, and many more which I feel make the lesson more interesting and allow students to check their understanding in the lesson without the risk of hurting their grade. For example, when we cover graphing points and lines, I have a flashcard activity for positive and negative linear relationships. Students are given a set of ordered pairs and asked to determine if they have a positive or negative linear relationship. The other side of the flashcard has the answer with a graphic representation and an explanation as to what the relationship means. This gives students practice in a no-stakes format. In Unit 3, when we cover interest, I use a labeling activity for the compound interest formula, where students are asked to label the parts of the formula so that they become familiar with the terms that go with select variables in this topic. Within each lesson, I also embed various videos, some from outside entities and some self-created. This is fairly easy to do in soft chalk, and students do not have to leave the lesson to get the information. In all my lessons, I work out the examples from our coursework book, and when possible, these are done in video format so that students can see the steps being completed. There are also a few supplemental lessons that I've included for my students because I know that they struggle with certain topics more than others. For these topics, I have created supplemental folders that include extra practice sheets, videos that I have created walking them step by step through the solving process, and in some cases, an optional self-check assignment that will provide them with assignment-like practice, but does not count against their grade. For each lesson, I also include a quick check, a Blackboard test, although it counts as a lab grade, with anywhere from 3 to 10 questions. These questions come straight from the course workbook and are used to help gauge students' understanding of the material. Math 043 also includes a study skills component since it is a support class for students who tend to struggle in math courses. Students who are new to the college setting and some of those that have been in college a year or two can find it difficult to manage their time effectively, take useful notes, know how and how long to study, or what resources are available to them. To help provide students with this information, each unit includes 1 to 2 study skills lessons that provide examples on each item. At the end of each week, I ask students to reflect on the week and let me know if anything was unclear or caused them any issues. This helps me as we move on to tweak items so that the students can navigate, locate, and complete items in a manner that will increase their learning and retention of the material. I find that sometimes the very thing I have done to make an item easier to find or understand can have the exact opposite effect when looking at it from the student perspective. So the comments help me fix those oversights. I also use the comments to update the shell for the next semester.